right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Tonight, more smash and grabs in Soulard. Bar owners fed up.
It's annoying. It's really annoying.
And they want the city to step up.
Water woes, when these bands of showers let up and move away, and why there won't be much time to dry out.
When it rains, it pours in one Metro East neighborhood.
My fear is that it will come in my home.
Tonight, frustrated homeowners demanding a flooding fix. Night showers and downpours continue to cause problems across the bi-state. Water is ponding on the ground and the roads, causing issues on both sides of the river. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. Some areas have seen upwards of 3 to 5 inches of rain in just the last 24 hours. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is tracking a break from those showers in the Weather First forecast.
Yeah, we get a break, but it's not going to last that long, and it's not here just yet. In fact, what an interesting afternoon it was in St. Louis as we actually saw some sunshine. This is looking over Forest Park, and then later this evening, that faded. Bands of showers rolled in from the northeast and some thunder too, and with them downpours. Upwards of another ½ an inch to an inch or more in some cases falling. And so far in the past 24 hours, more than 2 inches across much of the metro area. 2.5 out in Valley Park, 2.2 in U City, as well as in downtown St. Louis. And then you look across the rest of the area, pockets with that heavier rainfall continuing. Right now, you still have some bands of showers and rumbles of thunder. There's a few out towards Wildwood, heading down Highway 100 and Highway 94 towards Gray Summit. You have a few more in the Metro East, but we're trending towards seeing this wind down this evening. And in the next 2 or 3 hours, most of these showers will be gone. Little, if any, clearing though overnight, and it's dry for a day, Wednesday, and then that's it. More in a few minutes, Kelly.
All right, Scott. All that water has to go somewhere, but in this Kirkwood neighborhood, it had nowhere to go. Viewer Chris Dowling sent us this video showing Hawbrook Lane turned into a raging river. This is near Wood Lane and Adams. Flash flooding is nothing new in one East St. Louis neighborhood.
Homeowners say they're sick of their high water headaches. New tonight, they shared their flooding frustrations with our Robert Townsend.
It was right there. My backyard was filled within 20 minutes.
It was a torrential Tuesday in East St. Louis that almost brought a weary Terry Barnes to tears.
It was really, really bad. It was raining real hard.
Barnes says a heavy rainstorm blew through her neighborhood at 53rd and Belmont. From the air, you can see flash flooding buried her backyard, covered the playground equipment at her home daycare, ruined her patio furniture, and turned streets into lakes.
This time it came from the back. It's a pump back there, like a sewer pump back there in the alley. So it came so quick from there.
Down the street, her neighbor, Stephen Moore,
It's bad. It's thigh high.
is battling high water in his backyard and basement.
I'm tired of going through it. I probably got to miss work tomorrow to pump water.
Just minutes after we got here to Barnes' flooded neighborhood, a Public Works city official with East St. Louis also showed up to talk to her. East St. Louis City Manager Robert Betts then pulled up.
Some of our infrastructure is failing.
To see the backed up sewers, standing water, and flooded mess, there are 2 pumps at the nearby 47th Street station.
These are very specialized pumps. Some of them even have to be sent out of the country to Sweden to be repaired.
He says one pump is currently only working at half capacity.
We're doing everything we can do. We're cleaning our sewers. We're bypassing water. We're pumping water.
Meantime, more rain is expected on Thursday.
My prayer is that God hold back the rain.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
City officials say the other pump at the 47th Street station is working properly and can handle major flooding in that area.
Tonight, homicide detectives are investigating after a man was found dead inside a downtown apartment building. Police were called to the Mark Twain Hotel around 5:30 tonight. That is located at the corner of 9th and Pine. Investigators have not released details on how the man died. And St. Louis police are also investigating after a man was found dead outside a North City home. Police say they found the body around 7:30 this morning near Cass and Hogan Streets. The man was found shot in the back and chest. His name has not been released.
Tonight, charges have been filed against an alleged home intruder who was shot by a homeowner in North St. Louis County. This happened early this morning on Empress Drive near the Castle Point neighborhood. Investigators say Andre Farrar III ran from the home, was later found a half-mile away. He was taken to the hospital with critical injuries. He's now charged with first-degree burglary and resisting arrest. Just hours ago, Mayor Tashara Jones sold St. Louis as a city undergoing a renaissance in her State of the City address.
Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, was there and has more on the mayor's speech and what it means for her re-election campaign.
Kelly and Mike, Mayor Tashara Jones struck a noticeably different tone this year than in her last State of the City address. Last year, she spent a lot of time preaching patience, telling voters change will come if you just wait for it. This year, she acknowledged the impatience of voters who want to see change now.
Yes, crime rates are down in our city, but they're not where we want them to be.
Mayor Tashara Jones repeated concerns she's heard from city voters worried about violent crime.
They told us that although they heard that crime was down in St. Louis, they couldn't see it in their daily lives.
And while she didn't specifically mention the city's dwindling population,
we want you to stay here.
She told people who may consider joining that exodus that help is on the way.
The question I'm always asked is, what are you doing with that ARPA money and why haven't I seen any of it? Yeah, I understand. It's your right to know.
A November report from the mayor's office revealed the city has only spent 17% of federal pandemic funds so far. What are they doing with it?
We're tearing down 1,000 abandoned houses that have been eyesores for years.
She also unveiled a new software system to speed up city hiring and a potential thaw on that hiring freeze.
So if Jefferson City doesn't pass any laws decreasing our earnings tax by the time session ends this Friday, I'm happy to say that we will lift the hiring freeze on Monday, May 20th.
Jones promoted a wave of new recruits at emergency dispatch centers.
There's nothing more frustrating than calling 911 and not seeing a response for minutes or even hours.
And continued making her case to divide those calls up between cops and clinicians.
Police are not the answer to every call.
In her last major address before launching a bid for a second term, Jones nudged the audience to reclaim a negative narrative from the naysayers.
The next time you hear someone talking trash about St. Louis, you straighten your spine, look them in the eye and tell them, you don't know what you're talking about. St. Louis is my city and she is in the middle of a renaissance.
She's appealing to that pride as she starts to build her re-election campaign, but voters don't yet know the alternative. Mayor Jones does have her fair share of critics, including from many of her former supporters. But one longtime city insider told me tonight, with each passing day that goes by without a challenger jumping into the race to oppose her, the firmer her incumbent grip grows on the office.
And while the mayor and police statistics say crime is down, Soulard businesses are seeing a different story. They're fed up with break-ins, fixing windows that get smashed in over and over again. 5 on your side, Laura Barcheski is live in Soulard at the Cat's Meow Bar, the latest to get hit.
Well, Kelly, unfortunately, fixing this window is going to cost a lot more than all of the things the thieves took. And these business owners are just tired of it. They want the city to do more about it.
It's a shame because all of us work really hard to survive.
Not long after the Cat's Meow closed up early Sunday morning, these 4 people went through a lot of trouble to break into the Soulard bar.
I actually still have the stone that they threw up against the glass, and it bounced off twice before they started kicking the bottom of it before they could ever get it open. We've got safety glass in it.
The thieves only got away with some change, a carton of cigarettes, lighters, a bottle of Tylenol, and 2 open bottles of liquor. Luckily, they were able to welcome customers back in the same day.
As soon as we cleaned it up enough, I mean, we were open the whole time that my son and I were boarding it up.
Before the thieves hit the Cat's Meow, they tried to break into Big Daddy's around the corner, but weren't successful this time. But they did make it inside about a month ago.
It's really annoying having to worry about securing your building, which it's already secure, but I mean, it's just the fact that most of these people, all they do is cause more damage than what they take.
Both business owners say they've done everything they can do, putting in more security cameras, alarms, extra lighting, safety glass, and keeping a watchful eye. Now they need the city to do more.
All the cops that come around here, I love them. They're always proactive and they're very helpful. It just seems to be we need more of them.
The chairman of the Soulard Special Business District and owner of Molly's says the neighborhood is part of a special taxing district that funds safety initiatives.
Most of the funding goes directly towards additional patrols, through a secondary security company.
He says a lot of the crime in their area is committed by juveniles or very young adults.
I think we need more police, but I think we need more, more youth programs and more things of that nature. It's not just a punitive system. It's got to be something to try to fix it before it happens.
All three business owners tell me they don't want people to think the area is unsafe because all of this is just more costly and annoying than anything, and it's truly not the norm. Reporting live in Soulard, Laura Barcheski, 5 on your side.
Another late night at the Missouri State Capitol in Jefferson City. Senate Democrats have been filibustering for more than 30 hours now in hopes of reining in a Republican proposal to make it harder to amend the state constitution. The nonstop debate began yesterday afternoon over what Democrats are calling misleading ballot candy, like a ban against non-citizens voting, which is already outlawed. Other legislation could be impacted if the filibuster continues through the end of the legislative session on Friday. This includes child care tax credits, which has bipartisan support and the support of the governor.
An end of an era for the Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis. After serving as president for nearly 30 years, Dr. Flint Fowler announced today he will retire at the end of the year. Since taking the job in 1996, the organization has grown from one location in North City to 11 clubs across the bi-state. The club now serves nearly 14,000 children through after-school, teen, sports, and summer programs. Another local nonprofit has a million reasons to be happy tonight. Stray Rescue received an unprecedented $1 million donation. Philanthropist Carol Epstein donated the $1 million gift to help at the shelter's new main campus currently under construction in the Dutchtown neighborhood. The campus will span 4 acres with a humane education center for children, low-cost veterinary care, and expanded adoption services. Epstein advocates for animals and says educating our younger generation and animal welfare is important.
He witnessed another teen's death. Weeks later, he was reported missing.
He said he was there, that it was not a suicide, it was a murder.
Tonight, an arrest is providing some answers in this mystery as loved ones still ask, where's John Paul? It's a book battle some claim is over good versus evil. Tonight, the library fight in Superman's hometown.
Soggy at times today from Metropolis, Illinois to Maplewood, Missouri. A brief break from the wet weather is on the way, but we're already tracking another round of unsettled weather to end the week. See you in 7 minutes.